It's been a major development in Peru. Officials in Lima have confirmed to us here at CNN that Joran Sloot has confessed to the murder of 21-year-old Stephany Flores. He could be charged as early as today. Police say Sloot met Flores playing poker at a casino at the end of May, on May the 30th. A leaked police report says the 21-year-old student's battered body was found in his hotel room, half-dressed.
It contained all the details of the crime scene, so basically everything that was found in the room, how the body was found. The report describes a room that was in havoc, that was just a mess. The mattress was moved. There were sheets were on the floor. There were the way the Stephany's body was found with her legs kind of bent and to the left, her body just completely bruised. She had bruises pretty much everywhere.
Sloot, incidentally, was arrested twice in connection with the disappearance of an American teen in Aruba back in 2005.
Authorities in Peru say Joran Sloot has confessed to murdering a young woman. The Dutch citizen could face decades in prison. Hi, this is World Report. I'm Zain Verjee. A surprise in Peru. Police in Lima tell CNN that Joran Sloot could be formally charged as early as today. He's confessed to the killing of Stephany Flores Ramirez. The Peruvian legal system's been known to issue lighter sentences when suspects confess and are convicted. Sloot was arrested twice and set free twice for lack of evidence in the 2005 disappearance of American teenager Natalie Holloway in Aruba. A leaked police report describes the scene in Sloot's hotel room where the 21-year-old student's battered body was found.
It contained all the details of the crime scene, so basically everything that was found in the room, how the body was found. The report describes a room that was in havoc, that was just a mess. The mattress was moved. There were sheets were on the floor. There were the way the Stephany's body was found with her legs kind of bent and to the left, her body just completely bruised. She had bruises pretty much everywhere.
Authorities say Sloot could be charged formally as early as today. For reaction to the confession and how this case might play out, let's turn to former FBI Special Agent Harold Copus. He joins me now on the phone from Atlanta. Harold, what's your reaction, first of all, to his confession?
Well, I think it's fantastic news. What happens now is that probably in exchange for this lighter sentence, the FBI, the agents who are attached to Lima, will now be working on this, and the idea will be that maybe instead of 35 years, you'll get 20 or so, but for that, you have to tell us something about Aruba.
Well, that's what I was just about to ask you. Well, this will reopen the investigation about Aruba. What is it that those agents will want to ask him?
Well, it'll come into two things. Actually three. What did you do? Who was with you? Who actually helped bury that body? And three, tell us where the body is located.
What's his psychological profile here, from what you were able to understand from the Natalie Holloway investigation after her disappearance in 2005 to the years in between to what you're seeing now? How would you assess this man?
My first reaction to you when I found out that the Ms. Flores had been killed in Lima was at one of almost non-belief. This did not fit the pattern of Sloot. When I say that, what I mean was we didn't know of him of being someone that's violent. We know that he has a personality that's narcissistic. He is obviously arrogant, and he really doesn't think that the law applies to him. Now, some people may say those are also the basic definitions of someone who's a psychopath. Bottom line is, I was surprised. I'm still shocked when you hear the gruesome and awesome details that are now coming out from the police report on the condition of Ms. Flores' body.
Peruvian police, according to one report, plan on taking him to the hotel room itself to reconstruct what happened. In your experience, is that something that happens in investigations like this?
Certainly. What happens is that from just looking at it from an investigative standpoint, you've got all of the basic information from the crime scene. What you don't have is a participant in the crime going through the details of why was her body lying like this, why was the bed partially, or the mattress partially moved off the bed. Tell me, what was the actual weapon? What brought this about? So they want to be able to connect all the dots, go from A to Z, so that there's no legal maneuvering room for Joran in this this matter.
He's on suicide watch.
Not unusual. When you anticipate something like this, you expect that it'd be something would happen, and based on his personality, I wouldn't be a bit surprised.
Harold Copus, a former FBI special agent, speaking to us. Thank you so much for giving us your assessment of things as they stand and what we can expect.
A major development in Peru within the last few hours will be of major interest in the Netherlands and also to investigators in both Mexico and the United States. Officials in Lima have confirmed to CNN that the Dutchman Joran van der Sloot has confessed to the murder of Stephany Flores. Sasha Herriman joins us now with the latest developments. Sasha.
Hi there, Don. Yes, you're right. So Joran van der Sloot, he's confessed to that murder of the 21-year-old Peruvian Stephany Flores Ramirez. And he could be formally charged today. Now, some background detail for you. We met her at a casino in Peru playing poker on the 30th of May. And according to a leaked police report, the student's body, a battered body, was found on his hotel room floor, half-dressed. Now, prosecutors, they may formally charge him. Meanwhile, though, he's going to be held in prison. As for Flores, she was studying business admin at the University of Lima, and she was found beaten to death in that room where the Dutchman had stayed while he was taking part in that poker tournament. Well, the last time Flores was seen alive was on a hotel video, and she was entering van der Sloot's room with him. And the Dutchman is later seen on that video leaving the room alone several hours later with his baggage and walking out of the hotel. Now, he's thought to have taken a bus to Chile, but he was captured several days later and he was brought back to Peru. And van der Sloot was arrested twice previously, it's worth noting, in the 2005 disappearance of the American teenager Natalie Holloway. That was in Aruba. He was set free both times for lack of evidence in that case. So then, how's this going to play out now? Well, a little earlier on, we spoke to former FBI Special Agent Harold Copus for his reaction to the confession and what it could mean for the other inquiry too.
I think it's fantastic news. What happens now is that it probably in exchange for this lighter sentence, the FBI, the agents who are attached to Lima will now be working on this, and the idea will be that maybe instead of 35 years, you'll get 20 or so, but for that, you have to tell us something about Aruba.
So it's kind of laying out what could happen next. Basically, van der Sloot could face 35 years in prison. They have no death penalty in Peru, and there's no life sentence either, but he could get some kind of lighter sentence with a confession. Don, back to you.
Thanks very much. Now, Joran van der Sloot could be formally charged today in the killing of Stephany Flores Ramirez. Authorities in Peru say he confessed to the murder on Monday. Efforts by CNN to contact his attorney have so far been unsuccessful. Van der Sloot could get up to 35 years in prison if he's convicted. There is no death penalty or life sentence in Peru.